October 10th. Let's check out the storage room. I loiter in the storehouse, surrounded by all the items I've picked up. It's nice and cool, and the scent of oil and rusted metal fills the air. It calms me down.
そうだ、ビデオ。あれもそろそろ課題としては。
Suddenly, as I am rummaging around, I hear a loud scream in the distance. The scream came from the other building. It doesn't sound like Sakura. Then is it Fujine, Saber, Ryder, or maybe? Well, it's probably okay.
さて。やっぱりどう見ても無理な感じがするな。
Taking off the cover, I brush off the dust. Even with a service manual, this is far beyond my abilities. Furthermore, with appliances getting more and more modularized, it's getting very difficult for amateurs to even get inside them.
とりあえず、よくローダーが壊れてそのままぽいって言うけどな。
Spreading out my tools, I line them up on the sheet next to me. It looks like I'm in for a long haul. Alright then, let's take another look inside. And I feel a storm brewing. It feels like the pressure is dropping, clouds are forming, and the wind's picking up. Rapid footsteps stomp firmly on the ground. They're heading straight to the storehouse. My eyes tell me it's Tosaka, but in reality, it's a living typhoon of magical energy.
Yo, Tosaka.
I raise my hand to greet her. I feel greatly endangered, as if seeing my parents' mortal enemy. What the heck happened? At this rate, next she'll fire a gun, and that would be the start of the Emiya resident storehouse murder case.
トイレあるじゃないの。
どっちだ？母屋の方か？
離れの方よ。
Needless to say, this house is huge. The outer building and the main building both have a restroom.
水が出てきた。
漏水か？まずいな。
There will be lots of damage if I leave plumbing problems unfixed. Let's go repair it. I have some gaskets here, so...
違う。
故障じゃないのか？
The way Tosaka's talking in monosyllables is disquieting. It's like looking at a dam on the brink of collapse.
だからあれ何なのよ、シロ。
あれ？もしかして。
Come to think of it, the Western-style bathroom in the outer building is the one that I took some effort renovating. And while Tosaka was gone, there have been several new state-of-the-art home electric appliances introduced into our household.
もしかしてウォシュレットのことか？
なぜ私に黙っていたのよ。
Ah, the dam finally broke. I'm just standing here dumbfounded as a muddy stream of water surges towards me.
そういうものを入れたのなら真っ先に私に説明しなさい。芳香剤の類じゃないんだから。
悪い、忘れてた。それに俺あっち使わないから。
ならばなおさらに。もう心臓止まりそうにびっくりしたわよ。
So that's where the scream came from.
そうだよな。俺も最初に使ってみた時はなんか歯医者さんを想像したし、いや行ったことないけど歯を食いしばったというか。しかしだな、遠坂、あれはあれで慣れてみると、なるほど、文明の利器というものは素晴らしいと。
Amazing! I'm surprised! Sakura also said it really was a surprise. Anyone who experiences it can't help but tell the tale.
誰もシロのインプレッションを聞かせろとは言ってないわよ。問題は。
遠坂、あれは初体験だったのか？
当然でしょ。あんなの考えたこともなかったわよ。ありえないわ。一体どこのどんな人種があんな紙一重のこと考えたっていうのよ。侮れないわね、今の騎士も。あの発想力、そして実行力。神か悪魔か、あるいは。
She's getting carried away with that comparison. Tosaka seems completely astonished. Still, her residence doesn't look like it'd have a bidet, and with Tosaka being so hopeless with any kind of appliance, I'm rather worried about the mess she could have made.
ちなみに最初にどのボタンを押した？
何恥ずかしいことをしれっと聞いてるのよ。それも笑いながら。私が言いたいのは、そういうものを秘密にして人を笑い物にしようって態度が気に入らないと。
No, I honestly regret it, ma'am. I definitely didn't mean it that way, but in the end, yeah, that's how it ended up coming out.
とにかくあれは便利なものだから満喫するといい。和式の母屋には残念ながら使えなくてな。
誰がお手洗いで心ゆくまで満喫するのよ。あれ、離れのお手洗いだけ？
I not. I've seen a Japanese-style bidet on the TV, but unfortunately, they stopped manufacturing those due to a variety of reasons.
そうなると、他に誰が使ったの？
さくらとライダー。ライダーは驚かなくて面白くなかった。藤根はもう前に使ったことがあったって。
そっか。
I can tell she's plotting something devious right now. And so, the victim will definitely be the only girl who hasn't used it yet. Tragedy invites further tragedy. I have to break this chain of sorrow.
セイバーか。いいわね。楽しめそう。
やっぱり。父さんが待て、早まるな。
私は何も。だってエミヤくんだってこんなにお楽しみだったのに、私もご商売に預かれないなんてちょっと悔しいかなって。それに私はセイバーにあのボタンを押してみなさいと教えてあげるだけだしね。
In the end, it's a path smeared with blood. Tosaka skips away before I have a chance to stop her. I went back to tinkering with the VCR when a few minutes later... Now that's not something you hear every day, Saber screamed. Sensing the approach of another storm, I have no choice but to brace myself for the coming typhoon. Okay. There's a new scene with Tosaka in the Tosaka residence. I'm heading to Tosaka's house. After coming back from abroad, she said, "Come over to my house if you have some free time. It'd be a good idea to make an appearance." So I walk into her house and...
何やってるんだ？
ああ、シロ。見てわからない？
It kinda looks like she's cooking. A very antique looking cauldron is on the desk. Though because of the eerie form and how old it looks, it seems odd to use it for cooking. There's also a mountain of ingredients piled up. An unusual bunch of wild grasses, stuff you normally would never use.
父さんがそれ食うのか？
おかしなこと聞くわね。薬草じゃない、これ全部。
Medicinal herbs? Then I guess they're edible. Ah, they could be applied directly to a wound. I've been treated by one of her secret ointments before, but is this how she makes it?
ああ、そうね。何作るか言ってなかったわね。これ、煎じ薬にするの。
効能は需要競争とか美容回春とか？
作れたら副業にできるかもね。実際この家業で表の職業が薬屋って多いわよ。
Oh! When it wasn't possible back in the old days to distinguish between a magus, doctor or faith healer, did they all just operate under the same kind of drugstore label? Still, for Tosaka to talk about a side business, she must be in quite a tight spot.
エミヤくん、何よその笑いは。
なんでもない。で、何に使うんだ？
エミヤ君には不要なものだろうけど、不肖の弟子にもしっかり教えてあげましょう。
With a nod, I listen to Tosaka.
魔術刻印を抑制するための薬よ。
なるほど。それは俺にはいらないな。
Magic crest. I don't have one, but Tosaka's the type that's passed down from one generation to the next. An immobilized mystery that contains the Magus' achievements as well as their tenacity. That is the complex engraving placed onto her left arm.
魔術刻印は成長すればなれるけど、結局他人の体だからね。やっぱり薬を飲まないと抑え込むのは辛いし。
免疫抑制剤みたいなものか。
500年も600年も続いて血統操作しているような魔術師の一族ならともかくね。うちは族外の血は入るし、たかだか200年足らずの極東の家柄だから、こういうものに頼らないといけないの。
At best, 200 years. Just thinking about it makes me dizzy. The length of time from when I told Kiritsugu that I admired and wanted to be a magus until now seems like nothing more than a brief sigh in comparison.
こういうのを使えるっていうのも、遠坂が立派な魔術師の証拠じゃないのか？
かもしれないわね。じゃあシロ、これお願い。
Tosaka forces an old book into my hands while laughing. It looks about as ancient as that pot. Who's this? Tosaka Tokinaga.
付箋の貼ってあるところに作り方が書いてあるから、あとはよろしく。
待て遠坂、これはなんだ？
先祖代々の調合表よ。弟子のあなただから見せてあげる重要な我が家の。
いいのか？俺が作っても。
I asked Tosaka, unable to conceal my anxiety. I mean, is this a good idea? It's like administering an amateur-made immunosuppressant to a heart transplant patient. There's a limit to how reckless you can be. Moreover, it's Tosaka who will be taking it.
書いてある通りに作れば大丈夫。私だって小学生の頃に泣く泣く仕込まれたんだし。
だから大丈夫だと。
これも修行の一環よ、エミヤ君。つべこべ言わずにやりなさい。出来は私が見てあげるから。
It can't be helped if she puts it like that. She said she learned this while still in elementary school. I can't afford to lose now.
わかった。じゃあ挑戦してみる。うわ、筆書きだ。それも草書。
I unintentionally groaned just looking at the book, which had yellowed with age. Was this ancestor of Tosaka's from that kind of era? I guess this old style of writing can't be helped if a family used this like a research journal for generations.
そうね。私の代で一度編集し直さないと。いい加減保存の限界よね。
でだな、遠坂。このページで間違ってないよな。
I show her the page with a tag on it. What are we going to do if Tosaka's famous carelessness struck again and this is completely the wrong page? Tosaka hastily looks to where I'm pointing.
それ。なんだ、また間違ったかと思ったじゃない。
またって。
I might face her wrath if I say more. Alright, before Tosaka's good mood sours, let's get cooking. I mean, mixing. Is she really going to drink this? I peer into the boiling witch's kettle before me. No, I can't even look. Just the smell is making my lunch come up. Cautiously, I stretch out one arm and stir with a wooden spoon. I was wrong to think a normal pot would be better. Furthermore, boiling this in the kitchen would have been even worse. No way in hell would I want to cook with a pot or in a kitchen that had been used to make this stuff even once.
こんなもの飲めるのか?
I'd better sample it just to be safe. Tosaka's going to drink it after all. It must be a dreadful task for the magus that has to take this.
そういえば、藤姉に青汁飲まされたよな。それに比べればまあ。
I gamble on fooling my senses by pinching my nose. Gathering my resolve, I have a taste. See, compared to a full glass of vegetable juice or a large serving of Taisan's mapo tofu, this isn't so.
騒がしいわね。何やってるのよ。
My tongue, or rather, my whole mouth has been polluted. Is polluted an exaggeration? No, I can only think of this as an assault against my sense of taste. No, not only my senses, but against those of all mankind.
まず
ああ、それまずさは折り紙付きだから。お薬って美味しかったら効かなそうだし。糖以上は邪道って思わない？エミヤくん。
美味しく飲めるならそれ正義。つか父さんが嫌がらせだろうこの味は。
おかしいな。そこまでひどくはないはずだけど、もしかして失敗してる？
Nonchalantly, Tosaka looks at the toxic stew in the pot.
なんだ。上出来上出来。
上出来なんだ。なあ、本当にそれ飲むのか？
My hope that she would deny that as a lie lasted only a mere moment.
当たり前じゃない。コップ一杯ゴクッと。どうしたの？エミヤくんったら端っこでブルブル震えて、まるでエイリアンに襲われた研究員みたいに。
That's because I became the first pitiful victim. For someone who cooks, having a whole glass of that palate-destroying liquid is the same as death. Still, for a magus whose path is intertwined with death, having a glass or two of that unpalatable medicine might not be such a big deal. With that, I realized the difference in growth between Tosaka and myself.
いや、だよな。俺が間違ってた。
As long as there's no risk of death or disability, I'll gladly drink even this for the sake of my magus training.
ならいいけど、変なエミヤくん。じゃあ、あとは弱火で煮込み続けるだけね。はい、ちょっと付き合いなさい。
まだ何かあるのか？
まだ時間があるからね。あなたの魔術の進展を見せてもらおうかと思って。
Tosaka is the teacher after all, so of course she's thinking about her student. But I only recently recalled my magic gay?
どうしたの？途方に暮れた顔をして。もしかして。
Tosaka looks at my face quizzically. I hurriedly hide the anxiety that washed over me.
もしかして私のいない間にサボりにサボり回ってたとか？
そんなことないぞ。いや、俺は俺なりに努力を。
そういうからには見せてもらいましょうか。さあ、覚悟して私の部屋に上がりなさい。
It can't be helped if it's come to this. Time to get serious. There's no choice but to show her some improvement in my magic. The challenge is quite simple. I was handed a plastic knife used for opening letters and now I have to reinforce it. Tosaka's words were, "Since it's the ideal teaching material for you." I invoke reinforcement while Tosaka looks on. The same words as always: invoke the illusion, integrate, trace, on. A magic circuit is forced awake by the flowing magical energy. I study the structure and analyze the material of the plastic knife in my hand. Pushing magical energy through its form and existence, I reinforce it. A process I've repeated many, no, dozens, even hundreds of times. I erase all idle thoughts. With a single purpose, I pour my will, blood, into the magic circuit.
できた。
Phew! Having avoided embarrassment in front of Tosaka, I wipe the sweat streaming down my forehead.
よっと。
I throw it at the dartboard in the corner of the room. Even if it's thrown and flies like a real one, there's no way a plastic knife would stick. But now it's as hard as steel, so it should easily sink into the... It looks like Tosaka can't stand to watch anymore. The knife bounced off the dartboard and fell. No, that should have worked. Could the reinforcement have been too weak? Tosaka picks up the knife, examines it, then puts it away.
前より下手になってないエミヤくん。
遠坂、失敗したら今まではペーパーナイフを壊してただろ。それに比べればだいぶ。
失敗の仕方の進展なんかどうでもいいのよ。でもどこかおかしいわね。
She looks me over suspiciously from top to bottom. Maybe she noticed something, though all I got from her was a sigh.
わかったわ。やっぱりシロは1日2日鍛え直す必要がありそうね。
面目ない。
早く面目も体面も立つ一人前の魔術師になろうとしなさい。これじゃあ向こうに連れて行ってもシロだけじゃなく私まで恥をかきかねないわね。
A day of studying magic under Tosaka, huh? My weekends are open, but for her to take the time to do this for me is something I really owe her for. Feeling indebted, I bow my head to Tosaka.
まったくどこからやればいいのかしら。そうだ、とっておきのあの薬で。
もしかしてあの煎じ薬よりすごい味なのか。
あら、エミヤくんが使ってもいいっていうのならいろいろコレクションがあるけど。
Please tell me that was a joke. Well, if this will speed up my progress, then the pain is a small price to pay.
またそういう顔してるシロ。
わかった。遠坂の家に来ればいいんだよな。
そう、みっちり仕込んであげるから覚悟しなさい。
Now then, it's a promise. Though I can't say for sure whether this is good luck or bad.